Okay, so I like the two people that watch these videos, and this time I'm going to be talking about something I think it's a very serious matter, and I want to talk about it and explain my feelings about it. Today I'm going to be talking about the shooting at the theater in Arizona, and um, I think this is very, very terrible, and I almost cry whenever I hear about it because it's so sad what happened. So, how about we just start from the beginning? So, there was this guy, I I forget his name. He dropped out, I think, out of medical school. He had a PhD, which you can tell by that he was pretty smart. And the night that of the shooting, he was in his apartment, and the people from upstairs reported to the police that they heard very, very loud music downstairs. So they came and knocked on the door, but he wouldn't answer since he wasn't there, and they didn't want to barge in, so they just left, right? Which was the good thing to do. I'll explain why later if you don't know already. So the guy, he left for the movie theater, and he changed in his car into a police officer helmet, a gas mask, and full body protection, like bulletproof vests and stuff. So we went to the movies, and he went into the theater that the new Batman movie is playing, and he went in with, I think, a knife and two or three guns, and he pretty much just went in there and he threw canisters of tear gas, and the tear gas, well, if you don't know what it is already, it just makes your eyes tear pretty much. That's why I call it tear gas, and it prevents you from seeing. And that's pretty much what he did to get everybody not to see. And then he just started shooting, like at random, at no one in particular, just shooting. And that's why the gas mask on so we could see through tear gas. Um, he shot rounds and rounds, 20, 30, 40, kept on going, rounds, 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 rounds. So, now there's specific stories I want to tell. I'm not sure if this one's absolutely true, but I heard there was actually a 3-year-old that was at the movie, and she did get hurt, and uh, you might be thinking, why would a 3-year-old be at a PG-13 movie? And I heard it was because their parents couldn't hire a babysitter for the night, so they brought her with them. I think that was very stupid of them. And, but, fate is fate, I guess, right? But fate isn't always the best thing. So, there was another story about a couple, and this one literally brought me to tears. The boy, he and his girlfriend were watching the movie, and not even minutes before it started, he came in and he started shooting, obviously with canisters and stuff. And she got shot in the leg, and the boyfriend, being a boyfriend to the girl, was comforting her and helping her. And then later on, he got shot in the leg too while comforting her, and he had to help himself. And once he looked away for like a couple seconds, I think that uh, he he heard her stop screaming, and he wondered what it was. He looked back and he noticed that she got shot in the head and she was killed. One of the 12 overall people that was killed. That's so terrible to have someone die in your arms. I think it's absolutely terrible. This is one thing that my dad told me about. It was this these two friends that were both girls, and they were going to watch a movie, obviously, and have a good time and stuff. And one of the canisters was thrown right at her friend, and she dropped down to the ground immediately because she obviously couldn't see, and she was crying her eyes out, and she got shot in the neck. Her friend um, went down to the ground, and like since I think it was broke a blood vessel, so blood was spurting out, and the friend came over and pressed her in the neck so hard so the blood would stop, and she ultimately saved her life. and that is real work of a hero right there, I think. And all like after he left the scene, there was 12 people overall that were killed, and 58 I think that were wounded, and that's a lot of people that were wounded. You see, if me or you were probably in there, we would probably most likely get hurt. It's not a good chance we wouldn't be hurt at all. But there was obviously reports from the people that weren't hurt about what happened and everything, and that's most likely like how they got all the information and stuff. And the police officers went to go inspect his apartment, and they were going to go in the front door just to take safety precautions. They went through, they looked through the window. They noticed that the whole entire apartment was booby trapped. If you stepped in it, you would have exploded along with the whole other apartment with the people in it. It's how crazy can you be, seriously, to do that? Thankfully, they're trying to figure out a way to disarm it right now, and there's no like more news on it. But that's all I know so far about it. And it also seems that they were talking to his mother about it, right? And when they told her about it, she was like, "I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that he did this." I think what mother would say that about her own child? I know he might have did that. He did that, but you, it's just you don't say that about your kid. It's just I think that's the whole family's probably sick-minded. Probably that's just what I'm thinking. And that's just what I have to say about it. I just really wanted to get that on my chest because it's a terrible, terrible thing, and I can't stop thinking about it. I'm thinking about it all day, thinking that anything can happen to us in any time, and we could anything can happen, really. Like it's really all nothing. It's just anything can happen, really. It's the conclusion. Those people weren't expecting to be killed that night watching a movie. Seriously, but I guess things happen because they just do. Sick people are in this like world, and they just do stuff that are terrible. And that's all I have to say. So thanks for listening if you did, and bye.